My boyfriend just admitted something to me and I am not sure what the next steps should be. So, to put it simply, my boyfriend admitted that he likes feminine clothes, makeup, etc., and generally wants to be female, just without transitioning. I completely support every decision he makes from here on out, and I voiced this to him. I love him, and his decisions won't change that. However, I'm not sure what to do. Is there anything I can do to help support him? He's also admitted he's very ashamed of this, and I feel horrible about this. He shouldn't be ashamed of who he is. I want to help him feel comfortable as he is, but I don't know anything about this, and I'm struggling to support him wholeheartedly whilst not completely understanding his situation. If anyone has experienced something similar, or has any suggestions, please comment. I would possibly, when you next order clothes online, sit with him and find him some bits that he can wear around the house if he so chooses. A bit like, ooh, I like this one for me, and I reckon this one would look great on you. Let's get it. Take him on an online shopping trip and give him tips. Stuff like these high boots would look good with this length and cut skirt. These type boots do not look good with this length skirt. You would look better in this type of cut over this other one. This color will bring out your eyes, that kind of stuff. Women's fashion is a lot more complicated than men's fashion, and most women had their blunder pre-teen years and teen years to figure it out. I know he isn't trans, but I really like the scene in Orange is the New Black where the transitioning woman's wife is helping her learn how to dress womanly. A lot of honest fashion feedback, like you were with a sister or a friend. The wife gave a few words of support, but mostly treated dressing like a woman as a totally normal thing and just gave feedback helping them figure out women's fashion, almost like a big sister teaching their younger sister. My big sister was kind of mean about it, but she's the one who told me horizontal stripes made me look wide. She's the one that told me longer shirts make my legs look short. She was the one that told me I look better in square necklines versus V-necks or round necklines. Give him support, yes, but mostly focus on normalizing it. Normalizing what he is doing will help him feel less shame. Putting too much effort into being supportive may make him hyper-focus on his feelings of shame. Maybe show him this guy, a married heterosexual dad who wears heels and dresses and rocks it. Dude has really figured out how to dress for his body type and his skin tone. And the best part is, he's this bald, kinda muscular, manly man-looking man. He clearly isn't trying to be a drag queen. He clearly isn't transitioning to be a woman. He's just a dude who wears women's clothes. He's straight and he cross-dresses. https www.google.com/amp/10/19/married-dad-of-3-wears-heels-and-skirts-everyday/amp/ And I leave you with something Eddie Izzard said: they're not women's clothes. They're my clothes. I bought them. It's okay if you're struggling. Don't beat yourself up over it. Talk to him about it. It was probably super hard for him to tell you. Make sure that you're both taking steps forward with this and maybe help him buy some clothes. If you know how to do makeup, then teach him. It might be hard, but if he's ashamed, I can assure it's much harder for him. Good on you for trying to be positive and supportive. From what you've written, it sounds like he might be a straight cross-dresser. People like that do exist. I have cross-dressers in my life. The fact that you're supportive of it is awesome. There are few women willing to tolerate it, much less supportive of it. He is incredibly fortunate. He's ashamed, which is a horrible way to live and will fuck up his mental health. Support him and let him know he does not have to be ashamed with you. Let him know that you're there for him. You love him unconditionally, and you're happy to help him explore that side of himself when he's ready. Telling you was the first hurdle. and dressing in front of you is the next. It's awesome that he was able to even confess that to you. He's vulnerable and probably very relieved that you responded positively. He'd probably had this on his mind for your entire relationship and questioning whether or not to tell you. Must have been eating at him. Love him. Encourage him and be there for him, just like you would be for any other emotionally tough situation. Best wishes to you both. Therapy can help him understand who he is. Instagram has several accounts dedicated to this. You might set up an viewing date. Like, I like what they did with this piece, you could rock that look, and such. Maybe watch some makeup tutorials on YouTube and practice on each other. May I recommend my boyfriend is a crossdresser to watch. I follow both of them on Instagram. It could be useful for both of you to have an example of how crossdressing can be a healthy part of a male and female relationship. Good luck! I think it's important to determine if any part of it is a sexual stimulate and to what degree. Could this exist without any part be seen as a sexual turn-on at all? It likely isn't the element. Many things simply having female association can be erotic to males for the reason alone. If you do have any problems, issues with anything to do with it or the idea, what are those? Don't hold back any judgments or fears you may have or doubts, wonders, fears you think you might have, etc. What are those? I'd rather you to be 100% honest and critical. Hi there. I have been in the exact same shoes as you. The partner in question is still my partner, and we're planning to get married in April of 2015. They, still identifying as male, posited a hypothetical of, hey, if I was a trans woman, but didn't transition, would you still be with me? I did not react well. I told them no, I was not attracted to women, and I never would be. I loved the man they were and I couldn't see myself staying with them if they thought themselves a woman. I'm not proud of my reaction, but that was my gut feeling at the time. 2 months later, in June, the night that gay marriage was legalized, we were laying in bed. They turned to me, crying, saying they were non-binary, and they were scared, based on our earlier conversation, that I would leave them. I hugged them so hard. I don't know what changed, but I found, when faced with the question for real, I could accept them, and love them. I didn't love the man I thought they were. I loved the person. After that, it was still an adjustment, but I gave them some of my old clothes, and supported them when they wore my old choir dress to work one day. It was strange to see them in a dress, I'll admit, but they rocked it. When they grew their hair out, it's basically mermaid hair at this point. I taught them to braid it. I don't wear makeup, and thankfully that's not an aspect of femininity that interests them. But if it was, I'd be open to us learning how to use it together. The thing that helped my partner come out was an understanding therapist. They were 23 when they came out, but these were feelings they had for a long time, and they didn't know what to make of it. My suggestion would be to 1. Bring them into the traditionally female aspects of your life. Go clothes shopping together. Teach them what you know about makeup. Paint each other's nails. 2. Help them find a therapist who deals with gender identity. I am your boyfriend. Well, not exactly, but my situation is very similar. It was a shock to my GF and it was something that I ever was very ashamed of. This is not the case anymore because she has been super accepting and supportive. Some examples. She gave me her old underwear she was too big for. She paints my nails. Lets me use her razors, creams and products. Asked me to do her makeup. We drink wine and watch shows together. These are just little examples, but it's the little things that make me feel that anxious about. Tries on my dresses or borrows them. There was one important thing I learned through talking to people though about this, and that is a two-way street. She needs to be understanding that you need time to adjust. That's to say, if you do, and shouldn't guilt trip you or force you to do things you aren't comfortable with. It shouldn't be all about him in fear of being labeled transphobic. You're in a relationship, so you're a team, not a supporting background character. Hope this is helpful. EXO smiling face with hearts smiling face. Peace. Also, she loves that I buy expensive clothes, makeup and shoes, and that we're similar sizes. 2 wardrobes for the price of 1. It's not all bad being GF or a CD throwing kisses. You could plan a fun night at home where you exaggerate a lot of female stereotypes together, like wearing silk kimonos and doing face masks and then doing each other's makeup, watching tutorials of famous drag queens together and drinking margaritas, and when you're tipsy you go online shopping or watch a cliché chick flick or whatever. Maybe get him some lingerie as a surprise. I'm sure it will be lots of fun. HII. Hopefully this isn't something that's been suggested already, but maybe try bonding over some light makeup, just to start with, because it's so difficult to learn. It is for me at least. My friend is in the same situation, so sometimes when I'm at his house, we look at women's clothes together, and he's grown out his hair, and asks me to teach him how to paint his toenails. They can be covered by shoes, so it's discreet. It's so lovely that you're encouraging him like this. Great job. So wholesome. It's amazing to someone fully supporting such a tremendous thing. Reminds me of Mark Bryan 911 on IG. His bio reads, "I'm just a straight, happily married guy that loves Porsches, beautiful women, and incorporating high heels and skirts into my daily wardrobe. I also enjoy wearing a dress around the house. Especially after a Friday and a long week, it's good to let the jewels hang free. Good luck. You're amazing. He is lucky to have you, X. Just be who you are right now. Accepting. My friend's like this with her husband. It can be fun to go clothes shopping together too," she says. She introduced him to women's comfy clothes like leggings and yoga pants. He loves them. If he is open to it, take him shopping. I've had a complicated relationship with dressing up in which I have felt shame. One of the best things I have ever done was go clothes shopping with my girlfriend. It was like a dream come true and had an amazing day. Your partner isn't odd or weird. Your partner is just himself. A few things I picked up on while reading through your comment. Wants to be female without transitioning. He's still exploring his sexuality and is either straight or bi. I felt similarly growing up and was convinced I was bi because I knew I couldn't be trans because I didn't want to transition. I just didn't feel in sync with my sex. As it turns out, I'm non-binary, which doesn't inherently mean you are trans. Maybe have him look over the non-binary subreddits and read into it to see if he feels like it makes sense to him. It's also completely valid to be a straight bi gay man who wants to dress in a femme fashion. Clothes don't have gender and you don't have to conform to societal standards to be valid. I don't have much advice, but just wanted to say that you're a gem, smiley face. When my partner first told me this very thing, to make him feel comfortable, I had arranged a whole afternoon of first letting him try on all of my dresses to see what he likes and then going to a Goodwill to look for dresses in his size. It was a ton of fun. Highly recommend. That sounds like a femboy. Maybe see clothes with him and do research to understand him better.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.